I want to take us through a journey around, being customer-centric with your business. Every of the breakthrough I've seen with our company has always been as a result of a leap in how we treat our customers. I realized that each time we took extra step in treating our customers special, our business grow bigger and better. And so I'm going to share a few tips as a startup, as a founder. How do you invest in treating your customer better? How do you invest in having a different conversation that is quite unique with your customers? How do you build a better relationship with your customers? How do you bring your customer into your world? We need to know, let me start with this company. How many of you know Zappos.com? Zappos.com. How many of us know the company? If you do, just type, I know them. If you don't know them, type, I don't know them. They were bought by Amazon for over $2 billion. And what excites Amazon about this company and why Amazon bought them was just their customer-centric nature, right? They were exceptionally customer-centric. In fact, I don't know that they do it now because they are now owned by Amazon. It's believed that at some point, let's assume, Zappos is in Nigeria and they are based in Lagos, and you call Zappos customer care and you tell them, hello, my name is Stephen Akintayo. I'm currently in Ilorin, Kwara State, and I'm going to, Ogbomosho, Ile Akinsi, right? Remember I said they sell shoe. They will say, a minute. According to Google Map, you need to go to so bus stop, and then you need to take a bus, and then they will ask, what's your best mode? And then describe how you can get to Ogbomosho and Ile Akinsi to you. Now, you did not ask them that you wanted to buy shoe, right? You asked for description to get into a place, and yet they took their time to do it. That's how customer-centric they are. So how many of you think that's quite a lot to do? Right? If you think that's quite a lot, just type, that's interesting. Okay? I think that's interesting, right? Because we sell shoes, and now I'm going extra mile to take care of whatever question you have. So in these days and age, companies that are going to go far are going to be companies that are customer-centric. We want to look at innovation, the concept of customer-centric and how to innovate products and services based on customers' needs and feedback. Now, customer-centric innovation is a strategic approach that focuses on creating products and services tailored to the needs, preference, and feedback of customers. By placing customers at the center of innovation processes, businesses can ensure that their offer are relevant, valuable, competitive. Here are in-depth look into some of those things. So let's look at how to go about this. Now, one is inspiration. So if you want to go this route of being exceptionally innovative in terms of how you treat your customer, you have to be inspiring. And the inspiration is to start with even your marketing products, your campaign, your adverts has to be inspirational. How many of us have noticed this with Coca-Cola? How many of us have noticed this with Coca-Cola? That all Coca-Cola's advert does not really talk about the drink, but has a lot to do with inspiration. How many of you have noticed this? Share my Coca-Cola, Yinka, Jide, that concept of branding Coke and it was carrying people's name. It was all about inspiration, right? Share happiness. Even when you look at the slogan, it's all about just giving you some inspiration, right? It's not really much about the fact that there's soda and sugar in a bottle. And a lot of us focus our adverts a lot more about the products. You know, I tell this a lot with our team. I say this a lot with our team in our housing. I say if you over focus on the house, you will not sell. Be inspirational. Come up with adverts that just give, that is at the end, we even know it's house you are selling. Because we've just had so much time, we've been inspired. And at some point, we just realized that, oh, yeah, you're trying to sell, you're trying to sell a house. Come on, are we learning here? Are we learning, guys? If we're learning type, I'm learning. By the way, get everybody back here. Okay, we need to get more people back in the room. I know we've been here for a while, but this is the last class and we're going to be done in a short while. Creativity is the next. You have to be creative with your engagement with your customers. Analytical. You have to ask questions. If you're in Nigeria and most of your clients are in diaspora, you have to know the timing. We started 24/7 customer service because we realized that most of our clients were in diaspora, Canada, US. And by the time we're closing work, they are even still at work. And it's when most of us are sleeping that they are comfortable to now make good calls and conversation about their land or housing needs. And so we started 24/7, where some people resume shift by 7 p.m. in our office, and it's run even till today. And so if you call us 2 a.m., 3 a.m., somebody is picking the call. And by the way, somebody can help me test this because sometimes I also test. I'll just call randomly the official numbers just to see whether somebody will pick. So you can also help me do that. If you find yourself being awake by 2 a.m., just call GTEX Holdings customer service line and let me know whether somebody picks. If somebody doesn't pick, you can chat me up so that I know who were on duty that day, okay, that didn't do their job. But we had to, you know, be analytical enough to say, hey, calling these people 10 a.m. doesn't make sense because they are sleeping. Use technology, right? CRM, there are a lot of CRM tools that you can use. You know, there are a lot of softwares you can build, teamwork, and more importantly, celebrate success and let your customers even know what success means to your company. Is this making sense, guys? If it makes sense, type, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, if it makes sense, please type, it makes sense. Understanding customer-centric. Let's look at the definition. Customer-centric is the basic approach that prioritizes the need and experiences of the customer in all aspects of operations, from product development to customer service. And number two, it helps to build stronger customer relationship and loyalty. Number three, lead to increased customer satisfaction and retention. Number three, right? Drives business growth by ensuring products and services meet real customer demand. Now, I have a very important question for you. How many of you notice that many companies have stopped calling their customer care offices and changed the name to Experience Center? Some of you have noticed that, including churches. All right. How many of you noticed that? That even churches now call Experience Center. Some of you have noticed that word, Experience Center. Okay? Even churches say, oh, worship with us in any of our experience centers. Right? And you see companies say, visit our next experience center. Because people are realizing that, look, for it to be consumer-centric, it has to be about experience for the customer. Create an unusual, special experience for them. The more you can give them this unusual experience, this experience that gives them goose pimples, the more you will get them to do business with you. How many of you notice, for example, in our business of real estate, people sometimes enjoy, wearing glasses and going through the entire 3D experience than they actually do seeing the real house. If you get what I'm saying, just type, I get it, right? People prefer, putting on the glasses and going through the 3D experience, right? And all of that and walking through is like you're an avatar. They enjoy it and even actually coming down to your site and then seeing the house for real. So I tell people who sell houses, why ask me to come down to Bejuleki when your office in Ikoyi, your office in Omole can be an experience center? You can ask me to come to the place and I can put on the glasses and I'll have the same experience as though I have just come to Ibejuleki. You've saved me commute time, and I've still gotten even a better experience than I might feel if I were to come physically. Does this make sense at all? Don't forget that word, experience, customer fulfillment. Another word is customer fulfillment. How have you noticed that? Customer fulfillment. Customer fulfillment. Right? These are all centered around customer-centricness. Now, steps to achieving customer-centric innovation. Number one, conducting market research, right? Ask questions. What do people need? What are they looking for? What's their pain point in this business that you're doing? A lot of us are obsessed about starting a business, but did you do a survey? Did you do an analysis of people who are interested in that product and services to ask what is their pain point? What is the thing that gets them angry? What is it that they don't get, that they hate the most? Most of us don't do that. I give us a practical example. OPay, Kuda Bank, right, for the Nigerian business. A lot of you remember that one of the major reasons people patronize OPay is the speed of transaction. You try and make payment with OPay. While the thing is still ringing, you've gotten a lot of debit, right? Kuda Bank, gave these experiences as a result of, there's no bank charges compared to the conventional banks who were charging. Now, the same thing happened with what's it called? With Uber, right? How many of us remember when the world still used to use taxi? Right? And that was a major, major tool, right? The taxi person is losing money because if he's driving down empty, let's say he dropped the last passenger took place, moved from Heathrow Airport to Central London, right? And by the time he's coming back, he's blowing empty. Who remembers, right? So naturally, he now charges you virtually twice. He charged you for the fact that he will still come back to Heathrow Airport to pick the next passenger and he will come empty. So his prices go up. What did the Uber app did? The Uber app was able to reduce the price because now the cab is able to take passenger down to Central London and bring people back again to Heathrow Airport just with a mobile app. So sometimes if you can just do some survey, you will see that your business can do better. Your business can service better. Develop customer persona. Create a detailed profile. We call it customer avatar. What's the age range of my customer? Where do they live? Right? What ethnic are they from? What ethnic coloration? Implement customer service feedback loop. Establish channel for continuous feedback, such as review, social media, customer support interaction. Regularly analyze feedback to identify common theme and areas for what? For improvement. Okay? So let's look at the agile methodology. Design thinking approach. Use thinking methodologies to empathize with customers, define problem, ideate solution, prototype and test. Focus on interactive development and refinement based on customer input. Now, agile development. Adopt agile methodologies to quickly develop, test, refine product based on ongoing customer feedback. Use short development cycle sprint to introduce new features and improvement regularly. Co-creation and customers. Involve customer directly in the innovation process. Co-creation workshop, beta testing, feedback sessions. Encourage customers to share their feedback, right? So, for example, I believe Farouk Usman is here. Now, imagine, because I'm using housing for this, because we sell houses. Now, imagine Farouk Usman, who is our CEO, GTEX Homes, coming up with and it's a true experience, virtual co-creation experience with GTEX Homes, right? And we're using a software, interior decoration software. I think Mrs. Ibukun is gone because we could partner with her on this. And then we begin to check different houses we're building in GTEX Homes, and then begin to put different furniture, different interior concepts. Farouk, if you're here, put on your video. And then asking live show, and then asking our clients to vote, right? Thank God with Zoom poll now, right? And say, which one do you prefer? So you see, with this artwork, with this furniture, with this rug, what do you think? Right? And you get the polls. That's co-creation now. Okay, with this color, remember we're talking about a color used to paint exterior, right? Okay, look at the exterior of this house with this color, with this color, with this color, with this color. Which one do you guys prefer? And then we continue that process. How many of you, by the way, watching this, let's even do that poll right now, would prefer to buy from a real estate company that takes you through the process of color, design, interior, compared to those who just give you the house to buy? Come on, talk to me. How many of you? I want your answer. Quickly, guys, type. How many of you would prefer those who go take you through? Let's vote on what you prefer, right? This interior, that interior, this design, that design. How many of you will buy more from such people compared to those who just build? They didn't carry along the co-creation process. Okay, good. Now, how many of you will market for free, refer companies for free, even if you are not buying, maybe because you couldn't afford it or for whatever reasons, will gladly refer for free companies that carried you along the co-creation experience? How many of you will do that? Okay, if you do that type, I will do it, I will do it, I will do it. So imagine a Guinness Book of Record experience, right? Where GTEX hasn't built 25,000 houses, right? But we do a Guinness Book of Record show of analyzing, okay, let's say it's going to be 1,000 concepts in our 25,000 homes. And then we're analyzing them. Of course, we can be changing presenters every 2 hours. And then we're not stopping, even if it's for 7 days. And then Guinness will give us the record. I'm not sure if you agree with me. We'll probably, the next problem will be that we will sell more than, right, we can think of. People will just be all over us, right, just because of this. Now, by the way, those of you who are startups, do you see again that money is not the problem? You see now, a lot of time we overrate money in business when there are so many customer-centric concepts you can come up with that will just put us in a better position. So let's look at the agile methodology, right? Number 1, plan. Number 2, design. Number 3, develop. Number 4, test. Number 5, deploy, sorry. Number 5, deploy. Number 6, review, right? So again, let me go over it. The agile methodology: plan, design, develop, test, deploy, and review, right? So with this concept, you will build a better customer experience. Okay, so let's look at it quickly. Innovative products and services, identify customer pain points, enhance customer experience. So let me give you our own practical experience here. when we started our housing project, right? When we wanted to do real estate development, I asked myself, what is the number one pain point of people want to buy land or house? We realized trust is the issue. Trust. You know, trust is the issue. Today, I had an experience of a land that somebody brought to us to buy, right? Farouk, you won't believe this. This land, I've been trying to buy this same land for the last 8 years. No, for the last 6 years. Right? I think Farouk did not know. The same land, different people, different sellers, different individuals. So on our way back from a tour, I just said, let's branch. Another person showed up, described the place. I said, take me to the place. Only to get there, the same land I've checked twice. This time around, somebody else had put their signage. And Farouk went there last week. Right? Before you know it, some thugs, area boys started coming out. Hey, woo, woo, woo. There's no land here. Don't let anybody deceive you people. Hey. And it became quite noisy. In fact, they were doing video recording me. Right? It was a mess. But where am I going with the conversation? When I was starting this business, that was the same problem. It's always been there. Trust issues. So one of the things we started was to always do what we call virtual inspection for our customers. We'll go to the site and we'll do a live show and say, well, watch us here or see us here, right? We're here, we're doing this video, this is our estate, there's value here. And then we realized that people were more comfortable, at least that they have seen what we said we're selling, compared to them not seeing. But we had to come up with the idea. Because, okay, we're in a business where people don't trust people. We're the first to start virtual inspection. We're the first to start delivering customers' documents to them anywhere in the world with the partnership with DHL, all to enhance trust. We're the first to start 24/7 customer service, all to enhance trust, right? Because we knew the pain point of the customer and we're ready to solve it. And we came up with different solutions to solve that pain point. And that is how to really, really become customer-centric. Okay, personalize the experience. Personalize it. I think our customer service team now, depending on what you buy, you get 3-star in your name. If you buy more, they will give you 5-star. It's literally a design they will send to you, right, with your name. Okay, because you did business, to customize the experience. I think I'll give an example. Again, I'm using real estate because that's my industry. Imagine, I want to ask all of you a question again. Imagine buying a house, and then the day they're handing over the key to you, you have a footmat in your name stating Dr. Stephen Akintayo, welcome, or welcome to Dr. Stephen Akintayo family, right? And that's the footmat in front of the house as they give you the key. How many of you think that footmat, even though it may not cost 100,000, but because it's customized, give a unique feel? Come on, talk to me. If you, right, if you feel good just because of a footmat that says, welcome Dr. Stephen Akintayo to your house, or welcome to Dr. Stephen Akintayo's family house. And that footmat alone just give a feel. How many of you agree with me? I can see everybody saying unique feel. Jake, he says, I feel good 100%. Like, it would be just exceptional. So figure out a way, guys, to customize experiences for your customers. Let it be unique to them. Let them feel it's them and them alone. Leverage technology. We're about to launch our ERP system. Of course, I'm hoping it's AI enabled so that it's learning. Of course, sustainability and social media response is big. I have grown our business massively because of social media. So let's look at case studies. Apple. Apple is one of that. Go to Apple Store, you just enjoy the customer experience. Even if you are not buying Apple, you just enjoy the experience. You will take pictures. You will just love the simplicity of every store of Apple. Simple as ABC. Nothing complex. No complex logo. I hate coming to a house and then there are two colors in the painting. Even if it has to be two color, it has to be white and red, black and white. In other words, there must be one color. You know, technically white and black is not a color. Do you understand what I'm talking about now? Right? So you're just touching it with this, and the red must not be too loud or mustn't take over. The white must be majority. The red is just taking a little space there, right? Apple has made us to know simplicity is the secret here. Amazon, right? With the delivery and going extra mile. Nike, right? These are companies that have taken over the world and their industry just because they decided to be unique.